Manifesting the life of your dreams. I'm going to show you how I did it, and you can do it too.
What's up, everyone? I'm Michael, and I help people transform their consciousness, their relationships, their behavior, and their reality. Here we go.
In order to manifest the life that we want, one of the greatest foundational aspects of our life that we can have in order is actually knowing what we want. See, what happens in life, and what happened in my life in the beginning, is that many people live their life without realizing that they're creators. That yes, their life is their own creation. Yes, in our perception, some things happen to us outside of our control, but if we take our minds even greater than this life and this one experience, even more understanding begins to answer those questions. But this is about manifesting the life that you want right now. So when you start realizing that you actually want to manifest the life that you want, it can be an open room of confusion. What does that mean? How do I do it? All these people are telling me to do different things. What I'm about to share with you is exactly how I manifested the life that I want, and how I'm in the process of continuing that manifesting and even more about what I want. And my life has become a life of pure, utter, just giving back to humanity, learning my lessons, and also happiness and joy and love. So when we start to want to manifest in our life, it's a great place to realize that yes, I want to manifest, I want to create. But we must understand that up until the point that you do this, well, no matter how old you are, you have all the time before you chose to start manifesting. You made a lot of choices, and outside the awareness that you are a creator, that you are a manifester of your reality. So you must understand that there's a lot of momentum moving you in a particular direction. So manifestation doesn't happen like this. Doesn't happen like this. I don't care what all the other videos are telling you. I'm coming to you from a common guy, grounded place. And how I got to be where I am now, from a life of pure and utter pain and self-destruction, confusion, and utter disconnection to everything in my life that was good for me. So when you decide, okay, I want to start manifesting this, I want to start manifesting this, it's very, very, very behoove of you, good of you, smart of you, to look back at your life. Take some time out of your day, every single day, to look back at your life and realize, okay, this is what I want to repeat. These are the things that I don't want to repeat. And there's nothing wrong with even writing a journal and starting to categorize what it is in your life you want to continue and what it is that you don't want to continue. You're going to realize that there's been a lot of hard times in your life, or some people call them mistakes. But we cannot create from the negative thought patterns of that they were mistakes. That is a non-creative energy. How we can look at that with a creative energy is, my mistakes now transform into lessons. The pain in my body now turns into a lesson. Everything turns into lessons, and everything turns into guidance, and everything that we used to look at as pain or a negative thing that's happening in your life now turns into a lesson, a road sign, and communication. So that's the first step to realizing you are a man, you are a creator, and you can manifest what you want and where you want to go in life. The second thing is to look at your life thus far and to learn everything that you can up until this point, and to not repeat what you don't want to repeat. If there's something trying to show itself to you in life and we don't get the message, then knock us back on the course, we will repeat it. So it's very important that we give ourselves time every single day to reflect upon this space. Some people call it meditation. I mean, meditation is a word out there in the world. It's like everybody meditates. There's apps for it. There's everything. There's like books written on it. There's people that teach you it. There's all sorts of stuff. So you can, in that meditative space is when these type of energies start to align within you. You start to reflect upon your thoughts, upon your life. Things come to you, directional, communication, all these things start to happen. So we have awareness that you're a manifester. We have 2, starting to give yourself observation to your life. And the third thing, this third thing will help create a new momentum in your life, is that it's okay for you to go through a period of time in your life of making no decisions. No big decisions. Of course, you're going to make decisions if you have a family, if you're hungry. You got to keep the life going. But when it comes to big decisions in your life, it's okay to take time out of your life, create this space in your life to truly understand yourself, because only then are you going to understand what you want. So if you manifest from a place of misunderstanding, an unalliance, an unconnection with yourself, your manifestation is not going to be true and wholesome to what it is you truly want from your internal self inside. This is why I could manifest $1 billion 10 years ago somehow, and I wouldn't have been happy. I wouldn't have been happy with anything that you ever gave me, because I continued to do the same things over and over and over again. Not until I broke the habitual patterns that I was creating in my life was I able to see what was in front of me and what I wanted, and I manifested a life from that place. It's very important. You can manifest from any energy that you want. You can manifest from an energy that's going to cause you confusion and pain in 10 years. You can manifest many things. But when you learn the lessons up into the point that you're at, give yourself time to take care of yourself. And when you're in that space of taking care of yourself, don't take it lightly. It's not a time to goof off, and it's not, if you're getting serious about your life, if you're getting really serious about your life, this is my life, right? I started to wake up, I used to say this to myself, I'm like, this is my life. What am I doing having conversations with people I don't want to do? And what am I doing things that don't serve me, and having these negative vibrations in my life, and having people around me that cause me, it's like when I'm done with them, I feel sick, or, putting myself in places that I don't feel comfortable in? Why? Why am I doing that? There's a reason that I don't feel in alignment in some particular situations in my life, so why would I continue them? And I realized that the beginning of my life, I never felt comfortable in anything that I was doing. I just wasn't even aware that I wasn't feeling comfortable doing it. And now I'm comfortable, and I know what comfortable feels like. Literally, everything I used to do in my life, I wasn't comfortable in. I always had this level of anxiety. That word gets thrown around a lot. I had this level of depression. That word gets thrown around a lot. I was sick. That gets thrown around a lot. It's because I wasn't in alignment with what was good for me. And then when I got into alignment and I actually realized what felt good for me, all that went away. So what I'm trying to say is that when you're ready to manifest, only when you're ready to really start creating, the specifics of what you want in your life, they come from a general understanding of who you are and what you are in alignment here to do, be, say, love, all these things. Otherwise, you could be like a lot of people in the world who have everything, but they're not happy. I'm sure you know the people that I'm talking about. They're everywhere. It's like, oh my gosh, or you meet people, they have a great life. They have so much in front of them, and yet they're still miserable, because the physical reality does not matter. And the manifestation, it's just 1 + 1 = 2. So it's not this person's a better creator than me, or that person's a better manifester than me. We're all in the same playing field. We are all in the same playing field. Some of us start out at different places because of the lessons in life that we have to learn, and some people have some grave lessons to learn, and they're like the angels walking the earth that have gone through a lot in their life. But for the majority of people, we really can realize that we have this creative manifestation energy within us, and realize who and what we are and what's good for us, and create from that place. So I hope that these tips help you, because this is how I did it. And honestly, I didn't know what I was doing up until really recently. So I look back on my life and I speak to you I speak to my younger self when I was in those stages, because if I would have known some of the things that I know now back then, it would have really helped me. I never had anybody telling me hey, some of the issues in your life you're creating because you keep repeating the same patterns. I had no one in my life. I was like the lost sheep. just kind of blubbering, like bumping into walls and trying to find my way out of the maze. But I don't want people to go through that, because if you really understand that you can create out of this place that you're in, it won't happen overnight. It doesn't happen like this. It's not like, boom, I wake up one day and there's like a letter in the mailbox giving me my free life. We have to change the old momentum into the momentum of being, and then from there we create. And there's some tricks and tips along the way that you can really cut a lot out of your life. Because if we go through life without some of the tools there, you know, it can take a lot more longer time. I use some tools in my life that I'm going to make a video on, so look out for that video. It's going to be called Tools of Manifestation. But this is a general concept on how to create a framework for your life for manifestation. So, my family, I love you. Take care. Please subscribe. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. I'll talk to you soon.